What's up, guys? This is Charlie from TechInform.us. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install and run Ubuntu on your Mac virtually. That means you don't have to actually install the operating system on your Mac and risk having all those problems and things like that. So to do this, first you're going to need to download this application. It's called VirtualBox. This is free. This link will be in the description. So you're going to go ahead and download that. This is basically the software that will run ISOs and operating systems that you've downloaded or already basically have. So when you've downloaded VirtualBox, your next thing you're going to need to do is download Ubuntu itself. You're going to hop on over to this webpage right here, ubuntu.com/download/ubuntu/download again. So this link will be in the description. Do not worry. As you can see, you have two download options. You have the Ubuntu 11.0.4 and Ubuntu 10.0.4. 10.0.4, yeah. So I usually do 10.0.4. It is not the newest version, but it's much more stable than the latest version. So go ahead and click this. If you want to do this in 64-bit, just go ahead and click 64-bit and download that. This is a 64-bit Intel Mac, so it is capable, but I found that 32-bit runs much better and smoother and takes up a lot less space than 64-bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and jump on over to this big orange button. Pretty straightforward. Just go ahead and download that. When you download that, you're going to get this ISO file over here, as you can see on my desktop. The reason mine looks much different than yours probably will is because I have the application, the unarchiver, so therefore it registers as an unarchived file. So as long as it says ubuntu.blah.iso and you've downloaded it from that site, you're good. So once you've done that, before you start anything else, you're gonna want to extract this. I found it works much better if you actually extract this before you actually set up the virtual machine. So go ahead and double click on that. As you can see, I'm extracting it with the unarchiver. You can use the Apple unarchive utility. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for this to close. Yep. I meant not close, sorry. We're going to wait for this to extract. Alright, so this has extracted successfully. As you can see, I have this folder right down there. So before we actually go into the VirtualBox, you're going to have to go to System Preferences. You don't have to, but I found it works very well if you do this. You're going to go to Keyboard. You're going to click, make sure this box is checked right here. Use all F1, F2, etc. keys as standard function keys. Make sure you have this box checked before you set up your virtual machine. You only need to do this once. Then once we set up the virtual machine, you can set it back to normal. So now you're going to open up Virtual Machine. Okay, it's loading up. As you can see, this will come up. Now to actually create your virtual machine, you're going to hit New and Continue. Now you need to give it a name. Mine's going to be Ubuntu. And right here, you're just going to choose Linux, and you're going to choose Ubuntu. If you download the Ubuntu 64-bit, go ahead and click 64-bit, and then go ahead and click Continue. Here you can choose how much memory or RAM you want it to use when it's actually running. I'm just going to put it half of a gig, so I'm not going to be using it too intense. So you need to create a new boot hard disk unless you have an existing one. So if you have an existing one, find it. But if you don't, which I don't imagine lots of people do, you're going to go ahead and create one. Go ahead, continue, continue, continue again. Then here's where you can basically measure how much size you want this virtual machine to take up. I have 198 gigs available in my Mac. I'm just going to set it at 8 gigs. I have plenty of enough space. So go ahead and continue. Here's the overview of the boot disk you've just created. Just hit done. Then here's the overview of the actual virtual machine that you're going to create. So again, just hit done. Now right here, you have your virtual machine. This is very important that you have Right now, it is very important that you do have the standard function keys on that you can do via system preferences, like I showed you before. So when we have this, you can mess with the settings up here. I'm just going to leave mine, as normal. So I'm just going to hit start. And now it said, welcome to the first run wizard. This only comes up when you first run it. So if you mess up on this, you're going to have to delete your virtual machine and recreate the entire thing. So go ahead and hit continue on that. Now, as you can see, it thinks that we're going to be booting the operating system through our CD drive. But we're not. We're going to be booting off of the ISO we have right over here on my desktop. So we're going to hit this little guy up there. Then we're going to find the actual ISO right here. As you can see, Ubuntu -10.0.4.2-desktop-i386.iso. Go ahead and hit open on that. As you can see, it recognizes our media source that we want to use. And we're going to hit continue. Now we're going to hit done. Now, when this screen comes up, it's really important that you hit F12. When that screen comes up, make sure you hit F12. It's your volume up key on your Mac. Right now, I found it works better if you then hit the letter B. Now you just hit the space bar. And then this thing will come up. Go ahead and hit enter on this. Then you can try it without installing. You can install it, you can check disk for defects, you can test your memory, and you can boot from first hard disk. I'm just going to go ahead and hit install Ubuntu. It'll take about 2 to 3 gigs. So I'm just going to cut through this whole process. It'll just run you through a basic installation setup. So I will be back with you guys when this is completely done. Installation is all done now. As you can see, it says installation complete. The installation is complete. You need to restart your computer in order to use the new installation. So what you're going to need to do now is just hit restart. Then it'll restart your virtual machine. And you're going to need to hit F12 when that screen comes up. As you can see, remove the disk and close the tray if any, then press enter. Just go ahead and press enter. Now hit F12. Now, what I've seen to have worked, just hit B. Should continue booting. If it doesn't, then I know a solution, but this should work. I've had a lot of problems with Ubuntu. Waiting for it to boot up. Okay, so as you can see, we have the Ubuntu welcome screen. This takes Alright, so this is Ubuntu. We are in the operating system right now. As you can see, I can go up here to Firefox. So here's my mouse does get captured. Inside of the window, I can just go out here, and here's my normal mouse. So I can go up to the machine and hit full screen, and for some reason it won't actually go full screen. So this is Ubuntu. This is the actual application. So, the operating system that I am in fact running virtually. So you can just go ahead and fiddle around with this. Shouldn't crash. Should be pretty stable. I do not like it as much as Mac OS X, but if some of you actually have a need to run Ubuntu, then this is how to do it. And for most people like me, this is just something you can play around on. So, thanks for watching. I don't think I'm going to be doing too many Ubuntu videos. I don't think I might actually be doing any. So, To get out, all you have to do is hit shutdown. It'll shut it down. Pretty straightforward. So, thanks for watching. I hope this helped anybody who needed to know how to run Ubuntu on their Mac virtually. Make sure to check out the website I write for www.techinform.us. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/abnerchris. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video I make. Who that was a mouthful. Thanks for watching.